Hey, hey. Who we got then? Just you, Caroline, at the moment. Have we got some audio, some video going on? How you doing? Oh, there's some more joined us now. Hey, Wendy. Hi, Lynn. Hey, Trish.
Hi.
I think you've been the most frequented visitor, haven't you, Trish? Or most interactive, anyway, I would say. I feel like I'm talking to an empty room here. I think there's definitely people here. Hey, Trish, how you doing? You all right?
Yeah, I'm here. Hiya.
Good, nice to see you again. Hey, Lynn, you all right?
Hiya.
We're just waiting on Laurie turning up. We've just come up in the lift together, but she's obviously staying on a swanky executive level, penthouse style. So she's going to take a few more minutes to get logged onto a computer and whatever you, but we are on with it. I didn't want to keep you waiting like I normally do. So I tuned in straight away. That's really good of you to tune in, Joe. Joe's been not so well recently, so it's very nice to see your smiley face, and especially that body lad next to you on that picture, if anyone else can see that. Small smirk from Lynn.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, you ain't going to see my face just yet. I'm sorry. I'm not going on this one.
Don't you worry about it, Joe. Just you being here is enough, of course. How you doing, Fiona?
I'm good, thanks.
Yeah? Had a good day? Say again?
Can't wait for Sunday.
Oh, it's going to be exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Can't wait. Buzzing, absolutely buzzing.
Well, do you know, I'm coming up, obviously, on in 2 days' time.
Excellent.
And then I'm making my way all the way down the country, stopping off in 3 different places, down to London for the event there. And then I'm flying back, all the way back up to Bonnie, Scotland, to Glasgow, to do it all again. That's how much I love and miss you all, you see.
For the roadshow, I can't wait for the roadshow. I'm bringing, there's 9 people coming with me so far to the roadshow.
Really? That's fantastic.
Can't wait. Absolutely can't wait.
That's absolutely fantastic. Just remind me, Fiona, have you had previous experience or not?
Unique, I worked with Unique for about 6 months or something, 6 months to a year or something like that, but it just wasn't my forte. I wasn't into makeup and things like that, you know what I mean? So
Okay.
I've always been in sales, in hospitality management and things like that, so I'm basically doing things for everywhere, you know what I mean, and doing this. So I'm really loving it.
I mean, in the scheme of things, not very much experience, but you've done absolutely incredible things, haven't you?
Aye. Honestly, I'm so buzzing for the future. I cannot wait. Honestly, my whole family's going on it. My mum's going on it. My best friends are going on it.
Yeah.
Everybody. Aye, totally. Cannot wait.
Yeah. So whereabouts are you based, Trish? I can't hear you. No. Volume? Mute. No? Okay, just type it. Oh, Northamptonshire, right, okay. And what, that's like Midlands, is it? Is that right? Not far from Jenny. Hey, Jenny, you're being very suspiciously quiet.
I'm good, thanks, honey. Just listening.
Oh, good. Taking it all in.
I sure am.
Here I am on my health tonic.
Fabulous.
Or is it cola?
Well, how dare you? Just a little refresher before I hit the bar later on with the more health tonic. So, okay. Oh, Denise has joined us. That's very exciting. Okay. So we're very excited, obviously, for Laurie to be joining us today. Yeah, my flight was delayed an hour coming over to Belfast, so I already missed 1 hour. But hopefully we're going to make up for that now in terms of impact and advice and guidance and pearls of wisdom. I'm sure will be abundant when she comes along and joins us in just a few minutes. Has anyone, just before Laurie joins us, has anyone got any questions particularly they want answering from her? Or in fact, is there a question you've got for me just whilst you have me? No? Okay, good.
It's good.
You know, Lynn, do you know if Candice is going to be joining us?
I'm not sure. I thought she was going to be. She maybe thought it was 9.
How about Abigail?
I'll give her a message.
Okay, that'd be good. So we had about 20 odd on the room with Jenny, didn't we? Did you all enjoy Jenny's call, those of you that joined in or watched it on the repeat? Okay, not an interactive session tonight then.
What was that? Sorry.
Just said, did you enjoy the call with Jenny?
Yeah,
Sorry.
Yeah, I loved it. It was brilliant. I ended up on a Zoom call for America last night at 1 o'clock in the morning.
There's a rapper sitting there.
Oh, right, who was that?
2 seconds, I'll check.
An American lady or man or
One of the Isagenix millionaires.
All right, fantastic. And you tuned in on that. Good.
And Prescott were on it as well. It was really good. It was brilliant.
Right, brilliant. So just out of curiosity, we might be waiting for Laurie here. Laurie, you're not PC1, are you? PC1 iPhone? No?
I have no idea.
It was with Ellen Bradley
Oh, right, okay.
last night. It was brilliant.
Well, there's 200 to pick from, so I'm still catching up on some of the names.
No.
When I first went out in September last year, there were 216 millionaires, Isagenix millionaires, and there's now 220.
Wow.
So even in the last sort of 5 months, there's been a new crop of millionaires coming through, and some of them do it over 3 or 4 or 5 years. And I believe the fastest ever one, the fastest person to hit $1 million income, did so in 9 months with no prior network marketing experience.
Jesus.
So the world's the oyster, as they say.
Definitely.
Mhm. So did they cover Fiona?
I told Derek Coover that I was going to be one of the millionaires up there one day.
I know, what did they say to that?
He says, I believe you.
Yeah. In the meeting in Twickenham, he was sat in the bar with his friend just having a drink, like a soft drink and something to eat after the meeting at Twickenham. And I went up to him and I said, oh, hi Eric. I said, I've actually been watching you on stage all week. I've followed you around like a groupie around every event. I said, I just wanted to come and introduce myself. I said, just bear in mind, you're going to be seeing a lot of me moving forward. And then walked off. Left it at that. I was like, you don't know what's coming, mate.
I walked up and says, I'm going to be one of the millionaires up at the front of that stage one day, by the way. He's like, I believe you. He's like, watch us.
Right, too right. Let's all have a millionaire. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Correct. Just the one.
Oh, plenty is.
It'll do for a start, won't it? You know.
Yeah. Cover expenses.
Well, that's it. You know. All these.
Me and Michael's in it, so there's 2 years.
Say again, sorry, Fiona.
Me and Michael's doing it, so there'll be 2 years. It's fine.
Oh, right. What do you compare?
Double the money.
The other one, holidays, right? That'd be good. It's really encouraging, actually, to see just how many partners of both genders are being supportive.
Definitely.
Some people started off a little sceptical because of prior experience, and that's obviously very understandable. But a number of times now I've heard the story either of just being fully, and wholly supportive right from the beginning, and even the ones that were perhaps a little sceptical for a little while. Oh, she is the lady herself. You got something, Laurie? So even the ones that started off sceptical then tended to. There's something covering your video, Laurie. I see. Here she is.
This is because, sorry guys, but the internet wasn't working in the hotel. That's because my daughter told me that there's psychos out there and she put tape over my camera. So
To protect her mama from psychos. Good girl.
She's seen too many TV shows.
She's watched far too much CSI.
Yeah.
It could be worse. Could be The Waking Dead, right, Laurie?
Well, that's what I think. I am not scared of that, but I'm definitely scared about the zombies that could be coming through the window of this hotel.
Like you're safe enough in Belfast.
That's why you got the top floor, isn't it? So they can't climb up the outside.
Yeah, well, some of the newer zombies know how to climb.
Did he? Oh my goodness me.
Don't worry.
Advancing with the rest of us, eh?
Correct.
All right, so without further ado, then, should we get started? If that's all right with everyone. I'm going to do the usual routine. I'm sure you're getting used to it by now. I'm just going to mute anyone in case there's any feedback or other interruptions, so that everyone can enjoy the full and rich experience of the information that Laurie has to share. As ever, though, if you have any questions or burning things that come up and you don't want to forget them, then please feel free to add them into the chat window, or should you wish, towards the end, just like I always do, I'll open it up to everyone, give you all the ability to unmute yourself should you wish, and then by all means feel free to ask all or any professional questions to Laurie. That'll be great. So we'll take it from there. Is that all right, gang?
I like his all and any professional. That means, like, don't ask me any freaky stuff. I think that's what he's trying to get across.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. And if it's okay with you, Laurie, I'd like to record this for the benefit of people that are not able to tune in live, if that's okay.
Of course.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you. So here we go. Okay, so it's just you and I now, Laurie, with the audio. I'm now going to pin your video and make sure we get you in full technical glory. And then
at 54, we don't need me in full technical anything.
So thank you so very much for joining in with us this evening. I'm very excited, tripping over my words. So for those of you that don't know, Laurie actually has taken the care and the effort to fly all the way over from Quebec in Canada to come over and spend some time in not one or two but three separate locations throughout the UK to book in one-to-ones and group meetings with anyone who wished to come along, who has shown promise and potential, who may benefit from the advice and guidance that Laurie has to offer. So that's very kind, and not only that, has put aside an extra hour for us this evening, or half an hour maybe, we'll see how we get on, to share with an even wider group whilst here. So without further ado then, Laurie, I'm talking all about you like you're not even in the room, which is very rude of me. So for those people that have lived under a rock for the last 20 years, could you share a little information about yourself, your background, how you came into network marketing, and just a flavour of some of the wonderful achievements you've made so far in your career?
It's kind of interesting, and it's obviously not a traditional network marketing story. I come from a very privileged background, and everything was going very well until I met a broke Olympic boxer and decided to marry him and have 6 kids. From then on, my life had changed completely, obviously, because I did this before I was 30 years old. And network marketing, I find, is a way to, for people that would like to raise families and be with their families, it's a good way to do it. So my husband was working all the time, non-stop, 24 hours a day, obviously. And I stayed at home with the kids, and that's how, I won't tell you the first company I did, but it's very well known, but that's how I went into network marketing. And I went in and out of the industry for the past 25 years, roughly, probably closer to 30. I'm very fortunate. I've had quite a bit of success in this industry. I left it last year, actually, and I bought a restaurant in St. Martin, and I was never going to do network marketing again. I was going to sit on a beach, and I don't know what I was thinking. That didn't turn out. So I still own the restaurant in St. Martin, but working out on the sitting on the beach didn't work out for me. So I interviewed some companies and picked one that I wanted to do. And if I didn't want to do any of them, I wouldn't do any of them. And Isagenix, by the way, was the winner. It was always the winner. I would actually tell the other CEOs when I met them, I am going to go to Isagenix, so you better bring something that's really good to the table. And that's how it started. It started with the products. Isagenix is very, very, very strong product line. People might tell you there's many companies out there that have solutions for weight loss and for fitness and, you know, for performance and all these type of things. But Isagenix is a one-stop membership-based company where they have solutions for all the problems that are plaguing the world today. And the United Kingdom obviously has a severe problem with obesity. You're number 3 in the world right now. So we obviously have a good solution for that. That is my history in network marketing. Very boring.
Excellent. Thank you for sharing, Laurie. That's really wonderful. So given that we've now established that obviously you're an incredible leader, experienced, you've achieved many 7-figure incomes, I'm correct in saying, am I not, throughout your career?
Correct.
Then you've also been in this pre-launch situation, not only in your home turf, but other countries too, having lived
Yes.
on site, on turf, to launch those companies before. You know, you're very much a skilled and experienced strategist in this area.
This is something I have to tell you that's very interesting. This is the only launch that I will ever do in English.
Really? I didn't know.
Every market launch, besides the UK, because I did the UK obviously for my last company too, but every launch has been another language.
Really? That's incredible. Wow. All right. I look forward to speaking with you more about that later.
Well, I could speak to everyone. That's why I really look forward to it.
Oh, okay.
Not so much in Poland.
Well, I suppose that's the advantage, isn't it? Speaking the same language certainly overcomes a few barriers, doesn't it?
It does.
What I was leading to then was having been there and done that, got the t-shirt, to put it another way, what advice could you give people that is the best course of action between now and that all-important launch day on the 15th of May?
One thing I have to tell you, that this is about mindset. So I live on a very tiny island in the middle of North America that does not speak English. We do not grasp the American way. Canada is a different country, and we're completely different than any other part of Canada. So people, every time I meet, everywhere I go in the world, always tell me, oh, you don't understand, Laurie, but this place is different. Welcome to reality. Every place is the same, just there's little cultural differences. You all want to do the same thing. You all want to do something really great for your family. You want them healthy, you want you healthy, and most people would like to have a better financial situation. That is the same. And I made the joke about speaking English because you guys have a massive advantage that you speak English. Isagenix is already in numerous countries, and only a couple of them speak English, by the way, and they're thriving in all those countries. And interesting enough, Canada, Australia, and the United States are the 3 largest and most successful markets, which is good for the UK because there's a lot of similarities between those 4 places, right? So right now, we've gone through the stage where it's very money built. People are more the entrepreneurs, more the business people have joined so far because they understand when a company that's already done $5 billion worth of sales, that's already launched many other countries successfully, that this is probably going to do quite well over here where there's already a big problem that we need a solution for. So that's the first stage that you've all done. Now we're moving to a stage which is extremely important. You've done all this without being on the product, without, thank you, Fiona, I agree to, without experiencing it yourself or anything. And you've already done a credible job to the tune of 15,000 people. It's probably more actually by now. And imagine now that we're going to add in the product. So everybody that you need to get healthy, that has an issue, that is overweight, that is a fitness buff, that is, would like to age more healthily, that needs more energy. We have the solutions for all those things. Now you go talk to those people because product time is here. And I think it's very important to mention that 80% of Isagenix has no idea about money, no idea we're a business. This is the products that they've been taking for years and years and years. So this is really who it's for. It really is for the customers. And that's why we have the program that's called Customer First. Everybody joins as a customer, and the people that want to become associates click and become associates later on. Now you're to go out there, guys. You're to make a list of the people who need to lose weight and the people who told you they need to lose weight. They've been telling you for years they need to lose weight. and the fitness people who are fitness people, and the people who are tired, and the people who are always complaining about their job, and they hate their husband, and they hate their wife, and they hate their money, and da 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 da. Now is the time that you go talk to the people that have been telling you this stuff for a very long time, because we have the solutions. You don't even have to go, because today someone asked me a question. How do you tell someone that they have to lose weight? You don't. They've already told you.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you've all, in this short period of time that you've been doing Isagenix, I'm sure all of you have already experienced this, where you've said to someone, hey, I'm doing this, and they go, oh, I would really like to lose 10 kilos. I'm sure everybody on this call has experienced that. Otherwise, you are supermodel living somewhere where everyone's anorexia. I don't know.
Okay, that's great. And then can I just move on from there then, or lead on from there, and ask you a separate question that's related. So obviously there's a lot of guys and girls out there that have been working very hard for the last weeks and months. They've brought a number of people in. It might be half a dozen, it might be 10 times that, maybe even more. And then they're somehow failing to motivate the troops as such. So they know, they feel the excitement, they're out there, they're doing it. But the people that they're bringing in perhaps are not reciprocating that emotion, reciprocating that passion or that emotion. Is there a piece of advice you could give so that people can give to their people to spur them into action?
First of all, guys, like I said at the beginning, the simple fact you're on the call proves to me that you're probably more leaders than the other people, straight up. It's like this, the entire world is not millionaires because people are not willing what, needs to be done to become one, quite frankly. And some of these people, because a lot of you, I am sure, are type A personalities and are very good at getting what you want other people to do, you have got them to join Isagenix. But some of these people were supposed to join as customers. So if we were already open with the product, there'd be no problem, because they would go on whatever pack they need to get the results they need. As they get the results, people would ask them what they were doing, and they would naturally become an associate or naturally just give you other customers. So now's the time for everyone to pony up. Either they're going to go recruit other people, or the people that have joined that seem to be doing nothing. They're doing nothing, guys, because they need the product. So you need to go to them and say, you have to know. You told me you needed to lose 20 kilos. You want to, have the perfect bum, bikini body. I don't know what these people need, but you're going to have to go address the issue with them ASAP. They have to know what they need to order on May 15th. Okay. And if they don't want to do the order, there's something wrong. They told you what they want to do. They joined for that reason. You're going to have to say, did I miss something in the last 30 days? Because most of you people have come in the last 30 days or 60 days. Is there something I missed here? Did you go drop the weight? Have you stopped being a fitness buff? Oh, now you've got all the energy in the world and now you're retiring from your job as a millionaire? You're going to actually have to just be direct with them and loving, because remember, you shouldn't feel bad by helping someone get healthy. You shouldn't feel bad by helping someone change their financial situation. Don't ever feel bad about that. It's easy for people like me and Darius to recruit because we truly believe we're giving someone a gift. Yeah. We don't think that we're trying to get them to do something for us. Yeah. It's something for them. They know what they need and we have what we need. So you're going to have to go back to those people and make sure they do it. Guys, it is not your job. You could bring a horse to water. You can't make the horse drink it, right? If these people refuse to do it very much, you continue loving, you don't have time. You have to move on. Yeah. If I were you guys, I would literally have everybody I know on some sort of pack come day one. And I mean that very clearly. And I could say it because on day one, when I started Isagenix, I had everyone I knew on some sort of pack. Yeah. End of story, right? So if these people that you've brought in don't want to do anything, good luck to you in your unhappiness. Keep going with that. I'm sure it's going to work out for you. And then go find some people that actually do want to get healthy or do want to make some money.
Perfect. Okay. And then for those that are looking at building a business, those that do want to build up that residual income, is there a certain pack that you would recommend or strongly suggest?
Premier pack.
Yeah.
You are all going to build a business. You obviously need a lot of products. If you get the 30-day system, if you give anything away, it is no longer a 30-day system. As you give something away, it becomes a 29, a 28, a 25, a 24. You know, so that is for personal use only, a 30-day system. Anything less, I won't even talk about, because this is about results. This is not about, this is a Kim Kardashian take a pill and have a great butt thing going. It's a lifestyle. So you need to actually eat these products, consume these products, right? So if you take the Premier Pack, not only do you have enough products that you could give people and share with people, you have some very cool stuff that comes free in there. The Isagenix blender, obviously that's a big deal, guys. You know, I ordered thousands of dollars worth of products when I first joined Isagenix, but I have to say I was never in a company where they sent me a branded blender. I was more thrilled about that thing than anything, because every single person who comes in my house sees the blender. If you have a job, guys, you never have to tell anyone that you're doing anything. You bring your little blender, set it up in whatever you guys eat lunch in whatever room, turn it on. Do you think that people are not going to ask you, what is that? You don't have to say a word. They're going to say, what is that? And you're going to go, oh, it's so cool. You know, I joined the challenge and I want to, whatever your health goal is. And here's your little blender that says Isagenix. And there's a lot of material in there that would be good for helping you build your business too.
Yeah, perfect. Perfect.
Duplication. Sorry, Darius, I forgot one thing.
Yeah.
Also, your team is going to do exactly what you do. So for the next 100 years that you're in Isagenix, people are going to ask you when you recruit them, what did you do when you first came in? What's the pack you got? How did you come in? You want to say the right answer, and that's Premier Pack. And it's the right answer for everyone. I would say that for a customer too.
Really, right. Brilliant.
And by the way, our pack in Canada, we have a pack higher than the Premier Pack, and I still only recommend the Premier Pack.
Right. Right. Yeah, there is an absolutely massive business builder one, isn't there, in the Canada and the States?
Correct.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, really good point. So then let's fast forward then if we can in time. So we've approached every single person. We've encouraged everyone else to do the same. We've created that growth and that momentum so we can hit that start line on the 15th of May running. And then what is the first thing then that you would advise people do? So the package, it plops through the door 3, 4, 5 days later, just depending on how rushed the warehouse is. And then what's the first thing to do in your opinion, Laurie?
Invite people over to sample the product. That is for sure. First, you have to take the product. First, you have to try the product. I would be all over, like I said, getting other people on the product with you. When you do it as a group, it is a lot more fun, guys. That's all I'm going to say. In my original team, we have all different, obviously, goals that people need to do. We all do it together, and we do it together every step of the way. So we've had weight loss people that are now fitness people, and it's all mixed up. And it just makes people able to really do it well and feel supported the whole time, because you don't want to be the one that's not doing it. When you try to do any sort of health goal or lifestyle change, a lot of times it can be difficult because you're the only one that knows about you're doing it. So you're the only one also that knows if you're eating pizza at midnight or if you skipped your walk today. Yeah. But when you're a group, everybody knows. Everybody knows. So it really keeps you in the straight line.
Yeah. So you could do that in person, but you could also do that online using Facebook groups, couldn't you?
Of course. Oh, I thought you were going to handle the social media part.
Oh, I am, of course. I'm just dropping a note. I'm talking to everyone else, but whilst looking at you. So that's a very neat solution. So we were just discussing before, and I found it really interesting. I think the people tuning in and the people on the replay find it useful that you say about trying the product when it first arrives. In what format is it you do that? Because you have a slightly different take, don't you, that has come over from Australia and elsewhere?
So what we do, and I did this too when I joined, by the way, we all did it. We do the 9-day cleanse, which is in your packs, guys. It's already in your pack, but it's called the 9-day cleanse, which is very interesting because it's 11 days. Don't ask me why they call it 9. So we all did this, and I would say that my team is more than 50% fitness too. So I don't want you to think this is a team that's only weight loss and it's only for weight loss. It's detoxing your body, and it's getting rid of those toxins that your body doesn't need, and then the body repairs itself. It's based on intermittent fasting and putting the proper nutrition. It is good for everyone, no matter what age. I mean, not for children, obviously, but adults any age. And it kicks you off mindset and everything else to start a healthy lifestyle.
Okay.
And I would include smokers in that. Whatever it is you're trying to get rid of, I would use that as the base. And then you go into whatever program you want.
Okay. So that's a couple of days, a couple of regular shake days.
Correct. Two meal replacement days.
Yeah, okay. And then a couple of days doing the Cleanse for Life program.
Correct. Nourish for Life.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
I'm from Montreal, but I'll use the right terms.
I get there eventually, Laurie. You just have to bear with me. So a couple of days doing the Nourish for Life program, which obviously includes snacks and some little bits to keep you going,
Correct.
fluids, etc. And that's where the team camaraderie and support really comes in, isn't it? Yes. And then beyond that, it would be an additional 5 days of shake and then back into the regular program. Is that right?
Correct.
Right, okay. That's a slightly different twist, but seems to make all the difference, not only in terms of the results you're achieving, but also the dramaticness of the impact in terms of energy levels, in terms of absorption of nutrients, and really has that sort of kickstart process, that added benefit.
It is a kickstart, and it is a massive kickstart, because the cleanse, when you take the Nourish for Life, it allows your body to start fixing things. And one of the things that most people notice is the inflammation in your body. You might not even know it's there, but it's crazy, guys, how much is actually there.
Yeah.
You just feel all around better. You feel good about yourself. It's a big accomplishment too. It is a big accomplishment to know that I could do this thing. I've got it under control. And that is the first step in getting the right mindset to do any sort of lifestyle change.
Right. Perfect. So you've said a few times now about mindset. So we have some fairly experienced leaders on this call, and we have some relatively brand new starters as well. But I think this advice, just like all the rest of it, actually, will be just as applicable to both. You obviously, you've achieved some great things. I assume you've been coached and guided along your way, especially your formative years in the industry. Is there any books, audios, content, training, people that you would choose to follow? Is there anything you'd recommend in terms of development that could help people get started?
Well, it's funny. We were talking about this before. Obviously, I'm going to say GoPro.
Okay.
All the leaders on the phone, I'm sure you tell your teams to do that. But for everyone else, I would start with Simon Sinek's Start With Why.
Right. Okay.
I would do it audio. It's a couple of hours. And I'm going to tell you guys a little trick. I listen to the audio books at a faster speed.
Yeah.
So when you listen to audiobooks, there's a little, it's at the top. I don't know. Maybe you could help. You're better with technical stuff, Darius. But it will actually it makes them go faster, but they sound completely normal. It's just going faster. So it speeds up every book. I would start with that one. I would go with GoPro. I would 1,000% recommend Mel Robbins' 5-second rule.
Right. Okay. That's 3 fantastic recommendations.
It's very good one. I'm telling you guys, that's a good one. And I think as we grow as a team, we should pick a book. Everybody should read or listen to the book, and then we'll discuss the books and about the points that we found good for ourselves, the points we'd like to take back to our team. And then we make up what we'd like to say about it, and we send it out to the whole team.
Right, perfect. Yeah, and you also, for your team, you have a newsletter, don't you, which is something that we're going to develop here in the UK,
Yes.
with a view to sharing information like that, up and coming incentives, obviously recognition and reward, all the important things. So, for anyone tuning in or watching the replay, keep your eye out on your inbox or in the Facebook groups for that too.
I think contests are very good for the leaders too.
Yeah.
I think competition is good. I think it's always worked very well in my career. And you could have contests from anything to free product for the week, Louis Vuitton purses, I don't care, trips to Celebration. They work really well, guys.
Well, what we're going to be doing very shortly, Laurie, I didn't have a chance to just chat it through you before, but I'm sure you'll agree. You can always tell me off afterwards if you don't. Which is that on exactly that note, we are going to do some more training on customer gathering, on approaching people, on the right and wrong, well, not right and wrong, but, you know, the best and the perhaps not so best way of going about things. That's going to be coming shortly, shared through the Health and Wealth group. And as a result or a response to that, not only from the first onwards, right the way through to launch day, that anyone who actually introduces 30 new people, whether they be customers or whether they be associates, then submitting it through a certain web page, which is to be shared in the next 24 hours, so we can make sure we track and monitor that information. There will be £100 reward, or should they choose, they can come and collect it from us in person at a location that's suitable to all, and then we'll have a lovely slap-up meal and celebrate, as well as issuing out those rewards as well. So that's a really fun and exciting additional reward on top of the really handsome and rich rewards, obviously, that are available through the company compensation plan.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of prizes and rewards. And they work. Come on, they work.
Okay, so that's good news. That's good news. So just in a moment, I've just got one more question for Laurie, and then I'm going to open it up. So if you wanted to put anything in the chat box now, or just make a note of it, keep it in your brain or on your notepad, even better, just for the next few minutes, I'm going to unmute everyone and give you a chance. And then certainly, if nothing else, then if everyone could express their gratitude with whoops and cheers and claps and all the rest of it for Laurie spending this special little half hour or so with us to share this information. I certainly have found it very exciting. So one last question for you then, Laurie, is that we're all very excited, obviously, for the opening event, the big launch event in June, late June, down in the London Excel. We're all purchasing our tickets and discussing where we're going to be staying in the local hotels and hosteleries. And I understand there's going to be a number of different initiatives and different sort of elements released when the Cougars come over and join us and share that information. Not least of which is the ISA Body Challenge. So
the Cougars are having, and of course they couldn't plan for this and the event. The Cougars are having their first grandchild. During that time, they will not be at the event.
Oh, really? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize.
We're having a huge party in a couple of months after. And it's so funny when Kathy said, she goes, it is my first grandchild. Like, I can't leave her because she's, obviously from Australia, her mummy will be in Australia. So it's a pretty big thing.
Yeah, okay, I didn't know that. Thank you for the information. So whomever it is that's coming along and releasing that.
Every other superstar.
Yeah, okay. So still plenty of people to come in to take a good look at and listen to. So when they release the information then about the ISA Body Challenge, could you just let us know not only what that is, but also the difference it makes to your business and how you use it to greatest effect?
People that join the ISA Body Challenge, guys, stay on their challenge 95% for over a year.
Wow. That
is a track number by Isagenix. Yeah. It obviously is more of a commitment. It puts, and it doesn't have to be public. You just send in pictures. It's not a big deal. It's not like you have to take a picture in your underwear and they're going to blast it all over Facebook or something. And after 16 weeks, when you complete it, you are going to get a product credit. I'm not sure the amount, but it will probably be between 160 and 200 pounds just for doing what you would normally be doing anyways.
And is there a cost to enter that?
There's no cost. No. You are purchasing your products and joining the ISA Body Challenge. You have a chance to win $25,000 in United States at Celebration. There's all different categories. It's a huge part of this company, the ISA Body Challenge.
Yeah. So a really valuable tool that not only skills and equips people, but also keeps
very valuable
loyal customers for longer, right?
And there's no Isabody police. So it's not going to be like some guy standing at your window to see if you've done your exercises today or if you ate ice cream last week. It's just that you complete the challenge.
Right. Okay. That's good to know. Thank you. So we've got a couple of questions coming in now, Laurie, if that's okay. I'll do the ones on the chat first, and then I'll unfreeze everyone so they can come and join in live should they choose. So the first one is from Rosalie, a very lovely lady. And she asks, if a person passes you by and you want to engage in conversation with them, are there any icebreaker words that you can use to get talking to them rather than walking away or you're missing the opportunity?
So do you mean you're just walking on the street and you want to talk to someone?
Yeah, pretty much.
Because that could be uncomfortable.
Okay.
Now, I think it's easier, guys, to talk to strangers where there's more of a still moment. Okay. So you're waiting in line somewhere, or there's a reason why you're both stopped.
Okay.
I think if you chase someone down the street, that might freak them out and it might not turn out well. Okay. And for men, please do not do that to any woman. You might get physically slapped or something happens to you, right?
I'm going wrong, Laurie.
But any place that, you know, would be normal to talk to, any line, in stores, anywhere in public, in a park, on a bench, it doesn't matter. That would be considered socially okay to do that. Yeah. You just, maybe you say, hey, you know, it's a really nice day today. And then, you know, friendly. And then you'll say, what do you do? Guys, I always ask people what we do within the first 30 seconds. What do you do? They tell me what they do. You know, sometimes I ask questions, but usually this is what they do. What do you do? Now, they've asked me what I do. They have given me permission to say what I do. What I don't do is go completely psycho on them and give them a 25-minute presentation of Isagenix. I tell them what I do.
Okay.
So if you're a dentist, you do not say you're a dentist. You say, well, I promote the challenge, or I share the challenge, or I'm a whatever way it's comfortable for you to say what you do, but please talk about Isagenix and not the fact that you work at a grocery store and you hate your boss.
Yeah.
Right? So you just go, I'm in a company, you know, I usually say a weight loss and fitness company. We offer solutions for so many problems. And people always go, yeah, that's a huge problem. And I go, yeah, fast food has destroyed the world. You know, so my company does all these cool things and cool incentives for people to really enjoy this kind of stuff. That's usually how I start.
So it just starts a natural conversation.
I build relationship, guys. I don't pitch people.
Yeah. Okay.
So if they ask me, oh, I'd really like to know about that, I go, no problem. I hand them my cell phone and say, listen, sweetie, I'm blind and old. I need you to put your name, number, just put everything right there. And then I'm going to send you, because I'm leaving, I'm busy, but I'm going to send you tonight. You're going to be home tonight at 7:30? Good. I'm going to send it to you tonight at 7:30. I ask them what time they're going to be home. This is not an open-ended relationship. I don't tell them when you have time. I'm busy. I got to go. You're going to be home at 7:30. Good. I'm going to send it to you. If they go, no, I'm only going to be home at 9. Don't worry about it. I'm going to send it to you at 9. You guys understand that?
Yeah. I
never send anything to anyone when you have time. This is important. If you want your friend to go to a movie, would you say when you have time, we'll go to the movie? No. You go, I want to go to the movie Tuesday night at 9 o'clock, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's the same thing. So I never explain all of Isagenix at that second. I want them to go home. I want them to think that I'm in a cool company. I look pretty happy, and I have solutions for problems that are really, you know, and remember, if I'm talking to a fitness person, I obviously highlight the fitness. Yeah. If I'm talking to weight loss, I'll highlight the weight loss. If I'm talking to someone my age, I'll say healthy aging. It's, you know, you guys following?
Yeah,
so far. So Rosalie, loving it is straight to the point too. It is straight to the point. What I don't do is throw up on people. Sometimes I'm with members of my team and a waitress comes over and she's accosted by 20 people at the table. It's crazy. Have you ever heard of the challenge? This person has no idea what you're doing. Build a relationship. So every time you go out, if you're making collection of friends, if you're making collection of new relationships and you're talking to 10 people, 10 people, 10 people, 10 people. You never run out of people to talk to Isagenix.
Excellent.
Are we good with that?
Absolutely excellent.
I want to make sure, can we unblock them? Because I want to make sure they really understand this is really important, Darius.
Awesome.
I've recruited, by the way, guys, hundreds. Well, actually, my career, thousands. So understand recruiting.
Okay, everyone tuned in. Has everyone understood that point?
Yes.
Yeah, perfect.
Good, guys.
Good.
Very important. Collect friends.
Yeah, be a normal
Collect
human.
friends. Be a normal human being. Don't be freaky and weird.
Yeah,
Don't
definitely.
Don't chase the man that has to lose 30 kilos. You're going to be scary.
Don't go chasing fat men. No, it's never been my style.
No, it's not good.
No, not good.
And men, please don't tell women they have to lose weight. Very uncool. Uncool, and men will actually say this.
All right, so we've got a few more questions.
That wouldn't work.
If we can move on, Laurie, is that all right?
Of course. Well, I'm here for you to answer your guys' questions. I've got the rest of I've got 10 more days to answer your questions.
So Fiona asked if we can join the ISA Body Challenge straight away. There's a fairly simple answer, which is that's available in June at the opening ceremony. So another question from Trish then is how is it that you manage your time, not just your business, but obviously with your large family as well, especially in the beginning when you're just getting started and you're stressed out and feeling overworked?
Why? My children were perfect. I was never stressed out. They just go around and do everything themselves. I am a firm believer of schedules. So I do not lie in bed no matter how tired I am. I wake every morning tired and I go to sleep when I'm tired. Everyone, I'm going to tell you, feels better when they sleep 14 hours. Well, too bad. You don't need to sleep 14 hours to function. It's just we don't need it. So you've got to get out of bed. You have got to take a shower. You've got to pull it together because that's how your day is going to start, right? Take your TV and throw it out the window. So if you want to watch TV, you better watch it when everyone else is asleep that you don't have to do anything else for. So if you want to give up and sleep and watch TV at 2:30 o'clock at night, the TV is a very no-no in network marketing. I'm telling you now, for top people. It's just a no-no. Yeah. Interview any successful person. Ask them how much TV they watch.
Yeah.
I watched Walking Dead in the middle of the night when they really are out.
So Fiona's asked a question, which is when we order on the 15th, how fast do you think the product will actually arrive so she can go ahead and organise that shake party in advance?
7 to 9 days.
All right. Okay. Is that normal?
No. 2 days. 2 days, guys. 2 to 3 days is normal. It's because it's brand new. So the shipping company, the whole thing is brand new. So I'm not going to tell you 2 if you're going to be 6. 7 to 9.
Yeah.
Just for the first little while.
Yeah, just until they can get that bulk volume out. I mean, it's going to be thousands of people ordering all in one day, isn't there?
Well, that's just it. We don't know how the shipping, even though obviously this is a very good shipping company, but we don't know how they're going to react to it and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So is it always good to set up a meeting each week if you're doing the challenge with 10 or 15 people?
Yes.
Kind of covered that, didn't we? Yeah. So,
it's your personality 100%. The people that have most contact with people do the best, guys. They do the best. So yes, you could hide behind Facebook and it is a massive tool. And obviously Darius is much better than me to do a training on it. And the people that I have in my team are very good at it. I'm not good at it. I'm like to be around people and stuff. But for the average person who is not a Facebook expert, who doesn't know all these things, but they do have 4 people in their family that need to drop some weight, which do you think's the easier?
Yeah.
If you ask the top leaders in Isagenix, they'll all tell you that they do numerous launch parties. All of them will tell you that.
Right. Okay. And that's like a tried and tested through over the years with Isagenix, is it?
They try the product, guys.
Yeah.
They get to try the product.
Yeah. I suppose the cost is minimal because it's just a couple of packets of shake, right?
It's, yeah, because you don't feed them a whole shake.
No.
Remember, a shake, when I make a shake, it's in 2 full glasses, guys, not 1 glass, 2. So you could do a challenge party with 1 package of shake for 25 people.
Brilliant. For just £2.57.
Well, because you would just give them a sip.
Yeah.
We didn't invite them over for dinner. We invited them over to sample.
Get some cheap little shot glasses from the local wholesaler or the local supermarket, whatever, and go from there, yeah?
Even the isodelights, everything we cut up. We cut up the bars, we cut up the isodelights. We would never serve a whole anything.
Makes perfect sense to me. I'm sure it does to everyone else. Okay, so for one last time, I'm going to unmute. If anyone has any last minute questions, you're welcome to say, or if not, then if there's a pregnant pause, if we could then just clap and cheer and just show our sincere gratitude for Laurie for tuning in. You can see the feedback there, Laurie, has been really amazing. And without further ado, I'll open it up so that we can get that feedback now. Off we go, everyone.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
See you Sunday in Glasgow.
See you on Tuesday in Coventry.
I'll be in Glasgow tomorrow. Bye, guys.
Go shopping in Buchanan Street.
Oh, I've been a million times.
Fantastic. You'll love it.
Finished shopping. I'm too old.
Oh, God. Never too old to shop, Laurie.
All right, guys, so I'm going to pull it to a close.
Night. Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining in. It's been a real pleasure and delight, as it always is, with all of you. And
Thank you.
Seeing you all
Cheers.
out there in person, or indeed on a Zoom call such as this. All the best for now.
Bye now.
Very much.
Over and out.
Bye-bye.
Bye.